What's going on, Savage Life family? I'm giving you a position update here on Cciv. If you guys checked out my latest Cciv update, I did explain to hold on to the stock because this is a merger play, so you don't want to miss out on a merger if it does go through. And now the chances of it going through, it's even higher. That's what caused the stock price to jump up $8 on Friday. Sad to say, on Monday the market's going to be closed due to a holiday, so we won't be able to see any fluctuations until Tuesday pre-market. But keep an eye on buying in at this steep level here unless more news comes out additionally. Of course, Cciv does have a support around this $32 and $80 level, so anything below 37, 36 would be a good buy-in price point. So check it out for a couple of days. The price does seem to sell off and fluctuate as a lot of individuals are day trading this stock here, but they don't want to miss out on the mergers, so there is a lot of people holding on to the stock like me and playing long-term option plays. Now, what happened was Bloomberg Terminal, a group of institutional investors led by the VC firm Venrock Associates, is negotiating a sale of its Lucid stake to Churchill Capital, meaning Churchill Capital is getting more and more involved with Lucid, which is great news. And if now they have a stake in Lucid, you must keep in mind that what's important about this is that a SPAC only acquires a fraction of its target company, meaning Lucid is Cciv's target company. Now, usually around 10% is what they acquire. If Venrock's led group of institutional investors sell its stake to Churchill Capital, the SPAC would directly need to acquire a smaller stake in Lucid Motors while allowing for a higher overall valuation, thereby brightening the prospects for the merger. So it seems one foot is already through the door, since they are receiving that stake, which is from Venrock, which is one of the oldest investors in Lucid Motors. And when Lucid Motors was known as a team up back then, they raised $7.1 million from Venrock. And that was all the way in 2009, ladies and gentlemen. We are in 2021. So this is great news. So I'd say Churchill Capital, 80% positive that the merger is going to go through. Now, hopefully we receive those news by the end of this month. And hopefully it's after the contract that I placed here that expires on the 19th. So that's the best bet. For those of you who enter the contract with me, congratulations, because we are raking in plenty of profits now. 18% is not what we're aiming for. We're aiming for a 50, 60, 100% play on Cciv. So don't sell off this great SPAC until you receive those generous profits. I know it may seem convincing depending on how many shares you are, how up you are currently on the stock. Like, my average cost is $33, and I thought it was a great price to buy in because Cciv is still cheap compared to the reward that possibly could go through from the merger. Now, if the merger goes through, I see Cciv breaking $60 price point with ease, $50 price point, I'd say easily. And if it doesn't go through, worst case scenario, it drops back down to the mid to low $20 price point range. But I'm not gonna see it drop below $20. Now, I wanted to talk about a recent video that I did about OCGN, and I explained how OCGN was a good company to buy into, but it carries majorly high risk, high reward. So if you have money in the company that you're not willing to lose, then obviously pull out and invest in other companies like, of course, Cciv or a lot of other growth stocks out there in growing industries. And I saw people got offended and started claiming me as a bear that I'm shorting the stock. Now, I currently don't have any shorting positions. I truly don't believe in shorting any company because at the end of the day, you're betting against America, and the SPY has been breaking records day by day. So no, I'm not shorting any company. I just want the best for my viewers and subscribers, and if I let you know, just keep an eye on this company, because as fast as it could go up, it could drop back down. I'm just giving you a hint now. Now, Cciv, I believe, is truly a different story, because if we look at the Lucid Air, This is a beauty. And with their base model Air Pure sedan that's coming out in next year, I truly believe this is a long-term hold, because this car company here is going to go a majorly long way. Finally, Tesla has a great close competitor, seeming as the creator of the Model S created the Lucid Air as well. So I do believe Lucid could go a very long way. Now, whether if that's through an IPO or a merger, if they do end up having an IPO, I'll go ahead and dump money into that as well. But CCIV as a SPAC is an amazing SPAC due to their market valuation. Every company who wants to enter the market does want a piece of Churchill Capital's market valuation, because it'll give them lots of room for growth and expansion, and it'll triple the growth rate of any company. So that's why I believe Lucid is going to jump in with Churchill Capital, putting them at over a $50 billion market cap valuation. It could really put them ahead of the game. For comparison, looking at XPeng, they have a $37 billion market capitalization, and they're sitting at the $47 price point. And that's due to for electric vehicle stocks being at a stagnant motion for this current month. I predict that if it's not this month, it will be early March that news of the merger will go through. So the merger is getting closer, people. You aren't going to want to miss out on this. If Churchill Capital happens to dip under 37, 36, I will go ahead and buy me an additional, probably an additional 100 shares. See how that goes, and just let it ride, people. Let it ride, because this is one boat or tidal wave you are not going to want to miss out on. And I'm truly excited for Churchill Capital. Now, for those of you who are playing the options, you saw it broke the $40 mark. So if you have a $40 call, it's absolutely nothing to worry about, because you're profiting at the end of the day. Now, if it does happen to get near to a point of 50 to mid $40 levels, I'll go ahead and make another video update to see how we'll go ahead and tackle this position here, because at the end of the day, it's all about making these savage profits, people. So let's get it. CCIV taking us to the promised land. If you guys have any questions, be sure to drop it down below in the comments. I'll catch you guys on the next update. See ya.